Everybody, good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Friday morning. Get set for, well, I said this yesterday, I'll say it again today, the best day of weather we will see for a while. Now, yesterday was better than what today will be. Yesterday we had highs up into the mid to upper 40s. Today, still getting into the 40s, but the big difference is watch the winds today here. And I'm going to take the forecast very slow here, Futurecast. We'll take you up to about the noon hour. Look at the winds. Winds are starting to crank up here out of the southeast here. By the noon hour, we're talking winds 15 to 25. Gusts could be up to 35 miles per hour, maybe a little higher up around Valentine, maybe some gusts to 40 miles per hour. We'll enjoy quite a bit of sunshine out there, but then low-level moisture moving in. We're going to see some clouds build in from the southeast this afternoon. And so look for some areas of some low clouds to build in. Mild day, blustery day. Two things we're watching tonight. Those increased clouds out west could eventually start to produce some freezing drizzle later tonight, which doesn't really show up on this particular model. And then near this area of low pressure up north, we may see a little bit of light snow. Amounts should be under an inch. I'm not expecting a heavy snowfall, but light snow possible. And with this front coming through, look at the switch of winds. Now, winds are still out of the southeast here, out ahead of the front, and it's going to be decently mild this evening here, but getting colder to the northwest as winds turn northerly. That front sweeps through, eventually kind of washes out, but we will see northerly winds on the back side of it. Already pretty blustery tomorrow morning. Some light lingering snow. We'll back this up just a little bit. You can see some lingering snow. Most of it's going to be in the northern half of the state, probably more in the northern third of the state late tonight through early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is about blustery north and northwest winds. We're going to see some gusts up to 40 miles per hour tomorrow, and it's going to bring colder air to the area, so not as nice. Now, we do get some afternoon sunshine, so the clouds will clear out as the day goes on. A few extra clouds off towards the southwest. And speaking of right around my picture here, watch what happens Saturday night here as we see our next round of snow. It's a very, very weak disturbance bringing some very minor snow, starting in southwest Nebraska around midnight, and then it spreads eastward into southwest and south central Nebraska, north central Kansas into Sunday morning. Amounts are going to be pretty limited. Again, probably under an inch of snowfall with this right in here, but another just very weak disturbance. Now, temperatures will actually come up a little bit with a light southerly wind on Sunday, despite the clouds around. Monday's not too bad. You'll see that in our forecast in just a bit, starting to get colder, but then the temperatures will take the plunge Monday night and into Tuesday. And we're going to start to see more chances of snow during that same time frame as that colder air builds in. So a couple of things here. There's your snowfall over the next couple of days. First off, let's go back. This is tonight into tomorrow morning. Northern areas, I would say under an inch of snowfall in those areas, and then that additional snow on Sunday, late Saturday night to Sunday, bringing under an inch of snow to southern areas here, eventually disappearing as we get into Sunday afternoon closer to the Tri-Cities area. I think by the time the Super Bowl kicks off, there should not be any snow out there more than likely here. Kickoff, by the way, is 5:40 in the afternoon for those that don't know. Well, looking at your forecast highs for today, again, still mild and above average. It's one of the few above average days ahead of us, but the winds will be strong. Milder in the southwest panhandle into the 50s, but you can see the blue to the north. The cold air is not too far away. Tonight and tomorrow morning, we're down into the 20s as the front doesn't come through until late, but colder teens and single digits as that colder air comes in, and it's going to be a chilly, blustery day, a very raw day on Saturday. Highs anywhere from around 20 in O'Neill to the mid 30s and upper 30s in southeast Nebraska. Tri-Cities area close to 30 degrees. It's going to feel a lot colder with those winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, single digits and teens for lows going into your Sunday as the clouds thicken up. That little bit of light snow right in here early Sunday morning. Sunday, despite the clouds still kind of bright. Now, we will get some sun that comes out later in the day on Sunday, especially out west to help warm things up. We're still going to get mid to upper 30s and low to mid 40s. So outside of today, Sunday's probably the best day we see for a while. I hate to say that because it's going to go downhill from there. Now, Monday, it's still going to be pretty cloudy. You can see the colder air beginning to move in up north. It's going to be diving south Monday night, and snow chances will begin to build in Monday afternoon into Monday night, and they will continue off and on Tuesday night, Wednesday, and then wrapping up by Wednesday night here. We could see a prolonged period of some light to moderate snowfall. Probably not a major snow event, but there is snow in our forecast. So we're going to dive into the details of that in just a bit. But let's first kind of look at the slimmed down version of that extended forecast in our 7-day forecast here. You see the little bit of freezing drizzle early tomorrow morning, late Friday night. So it could be a little slick. I think chances are a little bit better east and southeast of the Tri-Cities. Colder and blustery on Saturday. Sunday, the winds do not look very strong, under 10 miles per hour. Still a lot of clouds around, but maybe a little sun late. We'll see a small chance of light snow, mainly earlier in the day. A few degrees warmer Sunday. Monday's temperatures don't look terrible, but unless you live up north. But in the Tri-Cities area, still getting up into the mid-30s. Becomes a little breezy as winds crank up as that cold air begins to dive south, and that cold air is going to take over Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday. Frigid conditions out there, and you got snow to go along with it right in here. Again, this is probably not a major winter weather system, but we will see a prolonged period of some snow, and over time I do expect some of it to accumulate. Wraps up sometime around late Wednesday or Wednesday night. Thursday features more sunshine. Temperatures do start to come up a little bit. In fact, by Valentine's Day on Friday, reminder for you gentlemen watching out there, Valentine's Day a week away, we're up into the mid-30s, but another shot of colder air could be on the way next weekend. We'll see. Let's look at the North Platte forecast. Only big differences are Saturday morning, early Saturday morning, I do not have freezing drizzle in the forecast for North Platte. Just a few clouds around here. A little bit of light snow early on Sunday. Then the chances pick up Monday afternoon into Monday night, and your temperatures also getting colder right in here. And then coming up a little bit on Thursday, back to mostly sunny skies. Long range, temperatures may warm up a little bit more on Friday, not much more though, and then a little bit chillier. And I said it'll get chillier for next weekend, but I also said maybe. And that's because of what I'm seeing right here on the forecast for Sunday, the 16th of February here for North Platte. It does indicate maybe another shot of warmer air, and you'll see that in the long range forecast models. I'll show you that in just a bit. Now, looking long range, we're probably still going to average out a little below average during that time frame. That's Valentine's Day, Friday, February 14th through Thursday, February 20th. So we're probably going to be a little bit below average. Precipitation wise, I think near to slightly above average, but we'll see how things play out in the long term. Let's take a look at the long range models here. Here's the European model. We've talked about these minor chances of precipitation this weekend. Again, late tonight, early tomorrow morning, a little freezing drizzle in southeast Nebraska, a little light snow in northern Nebraska, and then a little light snow on Sunday morning, starting in the southwest part of the state, pushing east, but eventually falling apart during the afternoon. So again, the amounts of precipitation over the weekend are minor. Looking ahead to next week, though, starting Monday afternoon and really more towards Monday night, here comes the snow. This continues into your Tuesday. Again, notice there's not a lot of that deep blue shade. A little bit every once in a while, but not talking about a massive winter storm. The snow continues Tuesday, but again, this is probably a lighter snow event, but still some snow around the region, even into Wednesday and Wednesday evening before kind of clearing out here. Thursday does look a little bit better, although there may be some more chances down the road as we head towards next weekend. So again, it's a little up in the air that far out. A little low confidence, pretty low confidence in that far out part of the forecast. All right, GFS model. Here comes the light snow up north tonight. A little freezing drizzle in southeast Nebraska, maybe as close as the Tri-Cities, as far west as the Tri-Cities. A little bit of light snow early on Sunday, southwest Nebraska, pushing to central Nebraska, but then falling apart Sunday afternoon. Then we look towards Monday afternoon, Monday night. Here comes that snow. The GFS is a little more aggressive than the European model is. Some of that snow still around on Tuesday. And notice that everything trends kind of more towards southern Nebraska, northern Kansas with the better chances compared to farther north. Then Wednesday evening, snow starting to wind down and move out. Thursday, the weather looks a little better with more sun, but maybe more chances of moisture towards the end of next week or the following weekend. We'll see. It's a long ways out yet. Looking at the temperature forecast here, again, we're up and down, but mostly a lot of down ahead of us here. Today's not too bad, especially in the panhandle. 50s in the panhandle. Here comes the colder air tomorrow, slightly better Sunday, and Monday still not too bad, but then here comes that cold air Monday night and beyond. Monday night and Tuesday night. Very cold air. Maybe some recovery by Thursday. Maybe another shot of colder air on Saturday. And then Sunday night and a Monday here, we may see that mild air. You can see it out west. That might start to build in for the next week, which would be putting us at the 16th and 17th of February. Let's look at the the GFS model. Again, not bad today, especially the Panhandle, Southwest Panhandle. Here comes the colder air tonight and into tomorrow. Little bit better Sunday. Monday still not too bad, but by Monday night into Tuesday, here's the really, really cold stuff sticking around Tuesday night, Wednesday. A little better by Thursday of next week. And maybe Friday won't be too bad, but then here comes the next shot of colder air Saturday. Maybe starting to warm up, though, by Sunday and Monday of next week, though. So that'd be putting us at the 16th and 17th of February. So not a lot of great weather in the forecast, unfortunately, as you look down the road long range. I'm hoping that maybe towards the very end of the month we start to experience some milder air. I've been kind of looking at the extended outlooks, 3-4 weeks out, and it's looking like by the time we get towards the very, very end of February and into early March, we may actually see a big warm-up on the way, where we could be talking about maybe some 50s and 60s down the road. Again, we're talking about a 3 or 4 week forecast. That's way too far out yet. Just trying to throw a little optimism your way here. It's hard to forecast that far out, but hopefully maybe we'll get there. We'll see here. But until then, we'll be dealing with some cold and wintry weather coming up here, especially as we get into next week. Well, I want to thank you all for watching on this Friday morning. I hope it is a wonderful week or weekend ahead of you here. Stay safe if you happen to encounter those icy conditions. I'll be back with you on Monday morning to bring you more of that bad news. Until then, enjoy your weekend. Take care, and God bless. Bye.